I believe the internet is making people miserable and ruining society, as dramatic as that sounds. But honestly, I don't think many people would argue about that statement like they would have maybe 5 to 10 years ago. First off, it's no surprise to most people that life feels extremely stale and meaningless now. There was a time where the internet genuinely enhanced our lives, and there is no denying, we've grown addicted to it. But as we mindlessly scrolled, like zombies, and allowed the addiction to consume us, somewhere a shift happened so slowly not many even noticed it. The internet shifted from a fun place to be, to an extremely toxic one, with almost nothing being genuine or seemingly necessary anymore. The internet has become very corporate, and it's changed the entire feel. Slowly we changed from fun social media sites like MySpace with free speech and expression, to join things like Facebook, which still looks like it was created by the DMV, steals our information, and censors us with no personalization options. Then you have things like Google buying YouTube and trying to sell us features that were previously free, as if it's a good deal. You also can't watch most YouTube videos now without at least 3 ads popping up during the video, and all the content has changed from fun and real people like you and me doing stuff, to articulated teams of people running a channel as a full-time job and business. They now use clickbait titles and thumbnails and bloat out their content to keep watch time as long as possible to build up revenue, with sponsor shoutouts also inserted into videos. All of which has made most of the content shoved at us feel hollow, unenjoyable, and not actually necessary. Honestly, I've been skipping over most videos that are recommended to me because I've gotten used to them being a scam or just too much unnecessary filler, even if I'm interested in the title. And when it comes down to it, do we really need to watch most the stuff we see online? Most the things we see objectively make us miserable. Every platform has girls stripping, people bragging about their luxurious lifestyles, staged content, people virtue signaling and wanting attention, or filler videos the creators don't even care about that's there so they can pay their rent. We're constantly being shown things that make us feel negatively, and most content just make us feel like we're missing out on what life is supposed to be like, when in reality life really looks more like this for most people. My least favorite aspect of the internet though is what it's done to people. And not just because people are acting more and more like Costanza in that old McDonald's commercial to record TikToks. It's time to sound like a grandpa, but it needs to be said, people are just not interesting anymore. When I was growing up, before social media was as big and smartphones didn't exist yet, people had individuality. I'd meet a guy who liked drawing turtles and collected Power Ranger figurines. I'd meet a girl who always wore a Crash Bandicoot hoodie and collected Korn t-shirts. I'd meet a guy who could make balloon animals, was obsessed with Metallica, and worked on claymations. Everyone had hobbies and had unique, at times weird, personality traits that really set them apart. You never knew what to expect when you went out and met people, and it was interesting. Now, I think we all can agree that everyone seems to be really predictable because you have to act like everyone else if you want to be popular online. Now you know when you come across people they likely have at least one of these traits. They like anime, brag about their supposed mental illness, politics are their personality, their drug use are their personality, etc., and it is so boring. Just like Disney is doing, the internet has created these 2D limited archetype of characters that people are becoming. You got the e-girl and boy, the Chad, the nerdy Magic the Gathering guys, and so on. You can literally walk down the street, see some people, pull out your phone and match them to the exact type of people they are emulating online like they are copy and pasted. And if you tried guessing what their personalities and interests are like, you'd most likely be right. Because the internet tells those people who they are and what they like. There is a reason it is becoming more popular for people to call others NPCs. No one's interested in other people anymore because you already know these people. You get enough of these personalities when you scroll online. There is no longer any mystery to what people may be like. And most of the time, the personalities people want to copy, just like seemingly everything now, carries a negative stigma, so you've already set yourself up for failure trying to emulate them. But it's not just that makes no one interested in other people anymore, it's also because thanks to the internet, nothing is impressive in real life. When I was growing up, I played guitar. And my friends and I would always have such a good time when I'd play an acoustic around a fire or something, because back then you didn't have a musician at your fingertips to play your favorite songs. It was special. But then, around 2012 it slowly became more and more common that any time I'd play guitar I'd hear someone say something like, "Can you play Through the Fire and Flames? This guy on YouTube can." Suddenly anything I, or anyone else, could do, was being compared to some irrelevant stranger online. And it only got worse. Now, if you're an artist, there is someone better online. If you think you're funny, someone is funnier than you online. If you want to be a chef, you get the point. And in the back of our minds, there will always be someone somewhere out there that is better than us, all the time at anything. That's a good way to feel worthless at anything you do or could do. That's why so many people give up or don't even bother in the first place now. When you have seen the most freakishly talented people destroy you at anything you could ever hope to do, not only do you not care to try as much as you would have normally, but you can never be impressed by other people either. No one is special now. The bar has been set so dangerously high, that no one you'll ever know personally in your life will reach it. Which in turn makes us see everyone around us, including ourselves, as inferior. Making for a pretty dull life.